Hello Paupers, welcome back to the Common Wizard. This is a deck that I tried to get a video up for last week, but I started playing about 30 minutes before downtime. That brought the EMA cards in, and I was playing terribly, and so no video from last week. So we're going to try it again today, a couple days after the EMA decks and Peregrine Drake have gone wild on the format. There's at least 5 different combinations that have 5-0'd in the last couple days. Mono blue, blue-green, the old familiars list is back, a blue-red Tron shell. It's pretty wild with the Drake. So this is a pre-Drake Tron. This is the Teachings Tron, I guess you could call it. Was making a couple 5-0s in the week or two before the EMA cards came out. And we're going to give this a whirl. I feel pretty good about this hand. It's very similar to Is It Tron. It's lighter on the counters. It is bigger on the fetching out win conditions. You know, little different card draw package. It's got teachings to fetch out specific pieces, and so it comes down a little differently. And looks like we're playing Goblins or the Red Deck Wins Sly deck. So we're going to need to get some lands down and get some action. Let's get the Prism down, so we can always Flame Slash something we don't like next turn. Alright, worst case scenario, we have our 3rd land drop. We could run a land drop into a Flame Slash into a Condescend, maybe? And that actually might not be a bad idea, because he might not be able to attack with those cohorts next turn if we Condescend one. Well, probably not a cohort necessarily. We'd have to expect him to burn up 2 mana on a single spell. So, what do we like? I think we're going to sit and hold at the moment. We'll Condescend if he taps out for a creature. If he doesn't, at the end of the turn, we'll Impulse. Mog War Marshal. That's 3 critters. He cast a creature, so it's coming down. Yeah, didn't really think that through. On cast triggers the cohort, so even if we Condescend it, he cast it, he can make the attack. Could have Flame Slashed one of them and taken 2 less damage that turn. Now he's liable to come down with a Bushwhacker. What do we want? We don't have any creatures or lands to work off the Pulse. The Prism is just more color fixing. We have a land drop. Tower doesn't do us anything yet. We want the card draw and filtering. No. Put a card in our hand, and then we can put them do. Alright. Okay. We are going to research. We do have lands we can discard. Depending on exactly what we find, we're going to discard a land. We're going to ditch one of these cliffs. We are going to make some red, kill that dude, assuming he's got a Bushwhacker that's going to save us at least 3 damage next turn. We did play land, we will yield the turn. Next turn we can get creative, we can oracle, and then decide where we're going to go from there. Double Bushwhacker? Nope. War Marshal. Now Bushwhacker? No Bushwhacker. Just getting in for 3. Alright, we're going to have to do something to weather this storm. Alright, so we're going to Oracle. Hope we pull an Urza's Mine. No, but it is a Twin Bolt that we can't use this turn. Or a Shimmering Grotto that will let us condescend a Bushwhacker if he tries to drop one. So we're going to get the Grotto. Okay, play the Grotto, pass the turn. Although condescending is going to do us jack squat because he's going to be what, a condescend for 1. He's going to have at least 2 mana open. We hope that he does something like War Marshal or Pay the Echo on this, or does something first before the Bushwhacker, which I assume he has. There's no reason not to run out all your dudes if you don't have one. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. That's game. No, wait, we have a blocker. Think man, okay. Well, at least we can weather it a little bit. Alright, so what are we going to take here? I don't know how we're going to survive it after this turn. We'll see. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Well, we got to block that dude. This will take us to 1. I'm sure he's got the burn to finish it. Don't know that there's anything we can do on the main deck that will survive this. Yeah. We'll concede it. Alright, so we definitely want to be able to wipe out those dudes. We want some Tangle, and we are not going to need, let's see, in this one I think we can ditch a Flame Slash, actually 2 of them, because Twin Bolt is basically another trickery for 2. We're not going to see anything 5 or 4 toughness or higher. I don't think we need to worry about countering instants so much. I think we're good as is. So what do we got? Tron in opening hand with blue. That will be a snap keep. We're going to go tower, something into Oracle. Hopefully we live long enough to be able to bolt some stuff. I mean, there's no having Tron plus an island. If the island was anything, well, maybe not anything else, if it was a prism, that'd be good. But Tron just good. Alright, let's power plant, yield, stick that one out of the way, think next turn we Oracle and Mine, or the Oracle and Island. I'm gonna have to declare that I have no blockers. Silly game. Alright, let's Oracle. Okay, that's not that big a deal. I still get to search. Right, we will take the Mole Drifter, I suppose. Or do we... Swiftwater is 2 turns away. We're going to take the Drifter. Get more cards and a body. Digging for a Prophetic Prism or a Grotto or the mountain I have out there. Another island. We will mine. We're going to Oracle. Probably should have researched, given we have the extra stuff. What do we want to keep? This isn't going to do us much because he can sack out anything we hit and do damage to us. We're going to take the card draw. And no more lands. So hopefully we can at least block the Foundry Street and kill it. I mean, he can do some pingage and stuff and make it annoying for us. Oh, he dashed in a Heel Cutter. Lovely card. So that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage we take. Alright. Let me see what we get this next turn. Alright, we can teachings. What can we teachings for? We can teachings for Electrickery. That is our best instant. So, I know it's cheating to peek at your list like that, but Paper Magic doesn't have a clock either. Really can't do anything with Electrickery at the moment, so let's research. We're going to ditch an extra mine. We're going to play an island. We're going to research again. Well, we got the Electrickery. That could have been the wrong card to ditch. Ugh, that's gross. I'm not going to attack. We are going to discard a Mole Drifter. Another Compulsive. Ditch that. And don't have an extra land to dump. And if we can get a red source, we can clean this up. Mostly. So we're down to 3. does not have the bolt. We don't have a source of mana at the moment. We need like 2 prisms. Alright, evoke it. An oracle. We're going to evoke the drifter again. A prism. Okay. So how do we survive this? Because he will... Okay, so I'm not entirely sure how we survive this. Do we counter his dasher? No attack. I've already played a land. We don't need to play the map right now. What do we want to keep in hand? The map will give us the Shimmering Grotto. We can flash that back now, and there really aren't many more instants we need, so we'll ditch that. And we will ditch the Oracle, because we can pulse something back. So I want to be able to get our mana count up next turn. He did not dash. He's planning to sack out and ping. Alright. So let's let him do it. Let's block the dude that gets the biggest. Now the pulse can really save us here. Okay, so he's going to make that dude bigger. Okay, we'll let that resolve. Let's go for green. Pulse back a Mole Drifter. And if he's got the bolt, I'll be mad. Does he have bolt? He does not have bolt. If we can rip a wall to flash that bugger back, we'll be in decent shape. Alright. Goblin Matron. Okay, what's he going to reveal? We're still in decent shape because we can Electrickery and wipe his board out here. Oh, a Priz. Okay. That is helpful. Okay. When do we want to drop Trickery? He can Sledder pretty much at any point. It's the best way to do this. Let us... Alright, we need 2 red to do both of these. Actually, we need 3 red. So, let's... Let's get a Shimmering Grotto. Crack that. Shimmering Grotto. Alright. Now we can Electrickery. and that'll let us twin bolt something. Alright, so we want to go make a red. Make a red. Oh, wait. Don't need to make a red. Cast with overload. So now he's going to have to slaughter something to keep something alive, if that's what he wants to do. Probably sack that and ping us for one. Sack the slaughter to itself to the matron. But then we can twin bolt and wipe them both out. Okay, he's going to try to keep the slaughter alive. Okay. Pinged us for one. No bother. Don't need to attack here. Now if we twin bolt, he can cohort to the sledder, or we can put both on him. We will do that. Okay, one and a, actually, undo that. Let's pay one on a red. That way. So that's going to kill the slider no matter what he does. We know he's got that Sparksmith, but that won't do more than 2 points of damage. He's got the Sparksmith and the Heel Cutter. Unless he gets another land, he can't put them both down. And actually we'll be condescending something. Okay, so we sacked it out. No worry about that. Fizzles. Alright, so let's pass the turn, leave up Condescend. Technically we're leaving them both up if what's he doing? Dashing? We are going to doot. Condescend, targeting that. Blue. X is 2. I should really slide that down. The other day I was missing tons of floating mana while I was trying to condescend spells. Oh, what do we want? I don't think I want the cliffs, and I have a prism, so we'll put them both to the bottom and try to draw up to some business. Yeah, well, he's just going to get blocked. Now we're in business. Alright. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blue mana. We have 3, 5, 7, 9. 9, 10, 11 mana. That. Drop that. Now I think we're in business to bounce his board. Alright. Let's let it go. No rush. Killing my clock here though. Down to 11 minutes. I gotta win 2 games out of this. Alright. We are going to Condescend? We've got 2 other cards. Let's let it hit. Is that the Bushwhacker? Log War Marshal. That we will condescend. 2. X is 1. okay with that. We will kind of like both of those. Put that on top, put that on top. Alright, for blue, blue, capsize the cohort. 3, well, we could give up the capsize to bounce the Sparksmith, but that is not necessary at the moment. Now it's just a matter of getting to a point where we can win on the clock. Alright, so we'll go blue, blue, capsize that. We will attack. Leave Sparksmith there because we know he has it. Just clear it. We have 2, 4, 6. Let's get another prism down, draw a card, get a lightning bolt, actually remove something. Boundary Street, no bother. That thing we're going to kill. No bother there. No bother there. Alright, kill that. Do that. Get rid. Three, 4, 5. Cast with kicker on the cohort. Just not going to win this on the clock, but I at least want to win the game on principle. Was never this slow with the Tron build I was playing, but it only got to that point because I played with it a lot, and I could just play through without having to think through these lines. I would just know them. It's a little different playing essentially a fresh build. We want to keep him off of stuff. Hit that thing before he can do anything with it. Come in and attack. And 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Let's just play the other drifter because at some point we need to get to our win condition, and this gives us 5 power to swing with. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. We got the wall. We can bounce the pulse. Slitter and a cohort. He's just trying to get something to stick. Actually, I think we're solid. We're going to swing for... Oh, he doesn't like our deck. Don't really care. It's unfortunately one of the things you run into online is some people like the game you play and some people don't like the game you play. And nobody talks in lobbies or anything, and nobody establishes what kind of game they're playing. So nobody knows up front what to expect. Let's grab a trickery. Yep, we're going to use that. Missed my land drop. Oh well. Let's see what he tries to do. Doesn't know we have a bolt. Playing another Sparksmith. And what I didn't think through is that he can now untap this dude. So let's... We don't want to get into a point where we can die. Make a red mana. Let's bolt that dude. Let's see if we can get him to burn a... Oh, he let it go. Okay. Let's Electrickery then. Undo. Let's let the Sparksmith resolve. We'll ping something for 3, that's okay. Is he going to cast another Goblin? Now we'll see what he does. Could use the Sparksmith now to pop a Mole Drifter. You could sack that guy to make one of them stronger. So he's targeting... He set the Slutter to beef that dude. That's cool. I would actually rather him tap before I capsize it, just because that, if he... There we go. Now I can kill the dude. There's really nothing he can do about it. Now we can bounce. Not take any damage. Going to be getting to a Rolling Thunder soon, and we're at a point now where we've got enough damage on the board that one more swing and a Rolling Thunder will do it. But I don't want to get into bolt range. Oh. Yeah, I'll sit in the inner circle of hell. Yeah, that's that one. So we need to find our second pulse. That's what we really need. Tangle, we're going to take compulsive research. We're okay with that. Doot, doot, doot. I cannot click correctly. I'm trying to tap that and that. Seagate Oracle, we're going to ditch a land. We'll play that one out. Okay, we'll take the Tangle this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the Mull Drifter down. I'm just one bolt away from dying. That'll help that. Oh, you know what I completely forgot about? Was that we have Teachings in the graveyard, and I could have been flashing that thing back. Wow. And if I had played a tower instead, I might have had the mana. Wow. Sparksmith. I'll let it stick. Alright. Well, that game ended, and he conceded the match. At least he told me. I guess that wasn't the most exciting match to watch, but thanks for watching. Soon, I hope, we'll be doing some league-type play. We're in the middle of my daughter's summer lacrosse season, so most of our weekends are running around the tournaments. I just got back earlier today from a tournament in Richmond, Virginia, and she is spending the week in Salisbury. I hope to get some stuff posted during this week while she's away. We'll see. I've got a couple meetings for work, but my ultimate goal is to get more and varied decks played. Occasional tourney practice type games, but I think some league matches featuring varied decks will be much more entertaining because people won't be quitting as much because they'll be invested. So thanks for watching, and have a great evening.